All right, welcome to SwagOutdoors.com. Got Jimmy Jean and his homeboy Chris with us. They went this morning, and this is a striper fish. You seen the video what I caught that 15-pounder. But these are all keepers. That's a nice mess. They caught 6 keepers, but I think Jimmy Jean, how many fish y'all caught between y'all?
Oh, you talking about total?
Yeah.
How many you threw back? 2? I threw back about at least 15.
So they caught about 20-something fish between the two. So that's a striper, that's a keeper. It's long enough. In South Carolina, got to be a certain amount to keep. So we're going to clean it. I'm going to show you how to fillet them. Disclaimer, people do it a million ways. You clean fish a million ways, but I'm just show you the way I do it. If you got some tips, you can put it in the comments. It's going to be kind of quick because we just try to get this done today. So what you need, what I recommend, something to clean it on, a good fillet knife. A lot of people don't know about these, some shears. Shears will save you a lot of time. We don't need a spoon or anything because we're not gonna scale it. And you wanna, they say it's a nice sharpener, but this, you can sharpen it on an automatic sharpener or a mechanical electric sharpener, or you can use the grindstone. But this knife already put through the electrical sharpener earlier. They call this a nice sharpener, but it's really a tuner. What it does is, you go down the side of the tuner, I call it a tuner, but you can Google it and find out the real knife sharpener. Go down each side like this at an angle, and it's not sharpening the knife. What it's doing is, it's making the blade straight, taking it down both sides, and this blade, you can't even see the out of 5 sides of the blade. When you're cutting, it'll, you know, it's so thin, it'll bend the blade a little bit, but the tuner straightens it back, straightens it back out. So now you got a sharp blade again. It makes a big difference. So now you want to take your time with this so you'll cut yourself. I used to work in the meat department years ago, so I know how to do it. But you want to go down each side, one at a certain angle. You want to hold it where you don't get cut. Some people, you don't want to do it like that. Just like that. So what we're gonna do? What I'm gonna do right here, Jimmy Jean, what I like to do is find, this is why you need a sharp knife. You're gonna use Jimmy Jean knife. He got it, this is probably more newer than one though.
Yeah, I ain't been cutting it on that.
Okay.
It should be fillet new.
So we're gonna start at the back of the fish. It's kind of, weather kind of crazy, so hopefully it hold off on us. I just try to make an incision. We got it. So you wanna start on this side, going down the back of the fish. So you're making a little incision, sharp knife. You're going down the back of the fish at an angle, cutting down like this. So you're staying along the spine. Again, be careful. You don't want to force it all the way through because you want to puncture the gut of the fish or miss meat coming back through, or cut up in an angle where you're cutting up into the meat. So you're just going to stay along the spine up there. And you can feel it. You keep pushing and you reach that sweet spot right there. See, right here, it's still hitting the spine. But right here, we're through. So you want to push it all the way down to the bottom of the fish. That's why you need a sharp knife. Now, I'm glad we got 2 knives. Now, this knife's in there. We're going to angle it like this, right? We're going to bring it down the spine of the fish. So you can't see it in there, but the knife is at an angle, like this right here. So it's at an angle. Coming down the fish. Try to keep it down along that spine. Keep it down, and it should just float right through there. Now, we're gonna stop about right here on the tail. You don't wanna come all the way through because we're gonna use this. You'll see when we flip the fillet over, and the tail will help it be more manageable. You hold it on, won't have to worry about the fillet going anywhere, so it'll anchor the fillet once we get it done. So if you look, can you see down in there, Jimmy? That's pretty. That's straight spine right there. That's meat. So you don't see a lot of bumps where the meat being, you know what I'm saying, chunked away. It's flat. So that's a good cut. Now, we're gonna come back up the fish. Same thing, angle like this. Coming back up till you hit the ribs. You feel the rib cage right there. You don't want to cut into that, so we're gonna come along the top of the rib cage. See how it's separating? Separating, come on up. You can hit it again. Just bring it along the top of that rib cage. Now, you can hit it again. Just say how long you want to take it on top of the rib cage. Okay, so you done got it separated there. I like to come down through here, cut at the top of the fish. That's why you need a sharp knife. Now running into the ribs right there again. So what we're gonna do is just come on down along, top of the ribs, keep coming, you'll feel it. See, all that's rib there. All that's rib. So you wanna keep coming down until you find that right there, long enough. Coming down the ribs, all that's ribs, all them bones. There you go. That's boneless, all that's meat. Now I'm gonna show you. All this you look like we're losing a lot, we're not. All that's ribs in there, and that's belly meat. You don't want that anyway. And I'm gonna tell you something else. When we take the fillet off, you're gonna see some red meat. They're gonna have some red meat running around down this side along the outside of the fish. We're gonna try to trim some of that out because it's kind of fishy and oily. It's not really a good grade of meat. So we got a fillet cut. This is why you didn't cut the tail loose. I know I'm not looking up at the camera. I'm trying to concentrate on the fish as long as you can hear me. Okay. This is why we didn't cut it. Now you got your fillet anchored. It's stuck to the fish. It's not going nowhere. Now you want to make a cut right here. Again, knife in there is at an angle like this. You can feel it. If it's a sharp knife, you can feel it. You want to come down along that skin. Make your little incision. If you look right there, that's not the skin that we got to fillet up. Come down again. And, you know, just checking it along the way. Come down again at the angle, checking it. Make sure you ain't losing. Yeah, we're coming on down. Checking it, not tearing up the meat. Knife ain't sharp, but sharp enough. So that's what Gene's gonna do. There we go, still coming down. Check it, still coming down. Check it. The lay flat. Just bring it on down. There you go. You got some meat on there, you know. But that's perfect because it left the red meat on there. See all that red meat? I usually take and trim it off anyway, but I'll try to get some off to show you what it is. See that red meat? You don't want that. We're just gonna trim that off the top anyway. I always try to trim that off the top. And that's a pretty fillet there. So that's one fillet. You can cut it up in the nuggets, or you can fry them like this. I'll leave that up to them. That's one fillet. Now I know somebody watching this right now saying, man, you losing all that meat. You losing all that meat. I'll show you how you can save a lot of that when we get done, but I just say the fillets. It's up to you, you know. But I'm gonna show you how you can say that too. So this other side of the fish, same thing. Should have sharpened that knife a little better. Find your sweet spot in the incision. Knife getting dull on me. There it is, okay. Same thing, come down that spine. Now this right here, when you're doing them like this right here, you gotta be careful. Come down, come down, come down. You feel it, push it. That's that sweet spot. But when you push through, you wanna make sure you're not coming back out on this side, because sometimes the knife will cut out and you on this side of the spine. We're on that side, so we're good. So that's that sweet spot, push it all the way through. You know, like I said, coming down now, you feel it, bump, 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 bump. Sweet spot. So, knife at an angle. Just take it on down the fish, riding that spine all the way down. Riding that spine all the way down. Riding that spine all the way down. Let's see how we did on that one. I thought this knife was sharper than what it is, but oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So again, gonna come on up. We're gonna ride that rib cage, ride it a little bit, just to separate it enough. Ride it one more time. Separate it. I'm gonna come down the fish. Find a good spot. And then you're gonna feel them ribs all the way across. So you can feel them, Just keep cutting. It won't let you get down in the ribs. It'll guide you. And then, boom. There you go. Got another fillet. Again, we left it connected to the tail. I know I'm not looking up at the camera or not, but I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. And another thing, if you doing this, have a sharp knife. You cut yourself with a dull knife quicker than you will a sharp knife. Because with a sharp knife, it flows through the fish. With a dull knife, you're forcing it. That's when you cut yourself. Another thing you can buy is a mesh glove, a cutter's glove, and it's like mesh metal, it chain links. You put it on your other hand, not your cutting hand, because obviously knife for this hand, you got to worry about that. So your other hand, opposite hand, and that'll help too. If you're just starting out, you're going to be filleting a lot of fish. So we're going to do it again, come down, get out the first cut, look at it, that's good. Ride the skin down, that's good. Ride it down again, that's good. Ride it down again, that's good. That was a good cut. Cut so deep. Cut in the skin a little bit. Get around that. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, that's good enough. Anyway, you're gonna say, oh, he left. Nah, that's red meat. You don't want that. So that's a perfect cut, actually. That's another fillet. Let me show you again. We can get it off of here. That's a little bit of meat left on there, but knife ain't as sharp as I thought. That's that red meat. You don't want that. Anybody clean striping stuff, they'll tell you that. Okay, so we got our fillets off. I know you're like, Tori, man, you got all that meat left. Okay, cool. I cleaned a lot of crappie like this too. My homeboy Donnie fussing one day, and I told him, I said, Donnie, that ain't nothing but bone. He said, well, Tori, I'm gonna show you. He showed me this. How you don't waste that. So this way your shears come in, save you a lot of time. Cut the skin off. Good, I'll cut the excuse me. Cut your tail off. We need some good shears. There you go. Okay. Got the tail cut. Got a book around here somewhere. Got the skin on top. Take your shears. Just cut all that. Some good shears. Got the fins off top. We're not gonna do this all on. We just showing you so you don't waste nothing. Show you what we have left too after we get done doing this. Okay, got all that off. Come to the bottom. Flip him over. Got the skin on the bottom. Just boom, 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 boom. Some good shears, great investment. When you're cleaning fish, when you're cleaning a lot of fish, you got that off. That's what you goods. You don't want all that rib, you ain't want that anyway. I mean, that's nothing there. Come on up. Come on up. Good set of shears. It's gonna be work, man. I mean, if you want to keep all that. So, breaking right there. Okay, you wash it up and look pretty. Now, we done cut all that off. Taking and dress it up. Okay. Okay. Now, there you go. We'll wash that off. That's the centerpiece of both fillets. They ain't that wasted. I mean, that's that red meat, but they ain't that wasted. They ain't that but it's cooked. They ain't that wasted. That red meat you don't want, you left with the head. That's all meat, man. So if you want to keep the center part, people holler, you wasting it, you know. There you go. What you do, you cut that in half, wash it off, you know. It fried up, but when you eat it, you know, you just taking it. Comes straight off that bone. So there you go. Like I said, there's a million ways to do it. But that's one way. So Southern Swagg Outdoors, man. We got t-shirts available too. We appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate it, Jimmy G. All right, now we go ahead.